We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started. And off we go from Lambeau. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Let's go.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Adams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
Let's go. Get 300. Hey.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Hey, check 26.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And a nice gain at 21 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Rodgers now on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA and playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. He rifles one that's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Tremont Williams, a veteran corner there on the stop.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Second down, Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Let's go, let's go. We're going, let's go.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Any energy, can we go?
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Mike Daniels in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Cousins. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tremont Williams. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Blue 58! Right there, 54,
They go play action for Montgomery, and now Rodgers. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here we go.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Clinton Dix there for the stop.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Flag.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Muhammad Wilkerson in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
This is fielded at the 27. Nice job bringing that one back. 14. On the return, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Now Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. The connection made. It's Graham. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 2 former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers finding his tight end, Graham. Packer first down.
Let's go, come on. 319 to 319.
Montgomery on the counter. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on, let's go, let's go. Zoom.
On second down, here's Rodgers. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Got him there. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Crosby on now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Let's go, let's go.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. On third down, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Thielen with his first catch, and it's a first down.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. A first down throw for Cousins. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Play action now. Cousins. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Cousins. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Nick Perry in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. And now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. To throw, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Everson Griffin in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
319.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Let's go. 2.
Following the interception, Cousins. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Kenny Clark in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, Cook. And room there to work it inside the 25. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it. Here's Cook. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. And Forbath will put this one through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Forbath now to kick it away after the made field goal. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
319.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
319.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And Crosby puts it through. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Crosby on now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Down, but overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Rodgers looking to throw on second down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
319. Zoom.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. And this is going to be incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And now out comes Minnesota. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. To throw, Cousins. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Nick Perry in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. Fielded at the 20. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now the Packers get set to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there, couldn't hang on. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
319! 319!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing is Rodgers. Now they go screen. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And now out comes Minnesota. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And
I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, kind of like put it up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Second down, Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. On 1st and 10, Cousins. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Handoff comes to Cook. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. They run again on 1st down, Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go.
Cousins now on 2nd down. That is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. And his kick is right through. Forbath out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out in a good one as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They'll try to get something going with Ty Montgomery. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
To throw is Rodgers. Steps away. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Rodgers to Cobb. Good for a Green Bay first. Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Rodgers now on first down. Caught inside by Cobb. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Rodgers now on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he'll get this up to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And it's Ha-Ha Clinton Dix with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. But that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Rodgers going to give this one to Montgomery. Ben Gideon in on the stop. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Back now at Lambeau.
Let's go, come on. Let's go, come on.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers lets this one rip toward Graham. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong path.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kyle Rudolph. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Forbath out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he's flushed out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. Anthony Barr able to run him down for a loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Got an open man. It's Valdez Scantling. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing now is Rodgers. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Everson Griffin in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here's Sherrills. Now a hit and a loose football. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Then now hang on here. The door, can you hear it? It's a little open.
Is that the squeaky hinges that I'm hearing right now? Yeah, the door.
Is that too high pitched?
No, not at all. The door is open a little bit. It's almost like when you told those horror stories on the camping trip, right? And now, look out.
Yeah.
We've got a little bit different look on the game at this point.
Big momentum swing here in the fourth on the punt fumble. A give. This is Montgomery. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll make this a second and long. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. On second down, here's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. They go play action for Montgomery, and now Rodgers. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Daniil Hunter with a big-time sack on third down, and it'll be a loss of 7. And Crosby puts it through, and that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure they're going to get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Muhammad Wilkerson in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a third and long.
Black.
from the shotgun. It's Cousins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Here's Ryan Quigley now. He's been terrific so far. Taken in at the 22. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Jump out! And 319! 319!
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. The left side throw complete to Adams. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
He's going to let it fly. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
319!
Now Rodgers got to have this one. Caught on the right side by Adams. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. A give. This is Cook. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And now the Packers going to take another timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go, Let's go, let's go.
They run. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard. Aaron Rodgers so cool in these situations, but he's got to get his guys moving.
Yeah, they have to be able to have that urgency while still keeping their cool.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Oh, a lot of contact right there. No call, maybe got away with one.
What are you doing questioning the contact on that play? Let them play. And, you know, it was a late-game situation. And I think that probably played into it. The officials, they want to let the players determine it down the stretch.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time, because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Back to throw. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He's back to throw. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. A good pickup there at 22.
Blue 58.
A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Cousins just going to take this one down to a knee and end it. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Lambeau.